Kimara Sapp Wicked. She is going to Ithaca College. She got in the musical theater program, and now we're in the Bogart quads, and we're getting ready to show you one of the rooms because we didn't get to see the rooms really well. So,
hi there. Hi there. It's Kimara, and I'm a musical theater major. Come in, come in. Oh, don't stand out there. Come in. And this is something that I wanted to show you because I got put in Bogart Hall, and this is where the singles are. If you get a single, you can end up here, and there's no videos on YouTube about this hall, so here it is. First of all, it's not as tiny as they're going to show you on the picture. I can touch the walls if I wanted to. I could do a full cartwheel and maybe a second over to the side. Very, very nice. Come this way. Come. Well, viewer, I'm going to show you from the door, and then I'm going to make my way around. Is that okay? Right here we have a full-length mirror. It's supplied. I did not have to buy my own, but if you want to, you definitely have a bunch of wall space where you can fill in your own. Over here, they gave you a rack, and this is where I'm setting up like my toiletries that get wet, so they're not like in my room, they're like by the door, and I can put like a towel underneath. And then my, I just have a jacket that I'm wearing today, and then my vacuum, so I can vacuum my room, and like all the dirty stuff that like cleans up grime by the door on a rail. They support it very sturdy, honey. You can't cover up this, that's not allowed. But there's a bunch of wall space. They say some dorms singles only come with one of these outlets, but in Bogart Hall, I got 6. So I got 2 right here. And then if you turn towards my bed, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And then actually I lied, I have more than 6 because if we turn over here to the other side of my bed, I have 2 more. So I was very fortunate with the outlet lottery, okay? Because we got a lot of outlets. Now, in these outlets, you cannot have 3-headed lamps, cannot have any plug-in perfume bottles. Keep that in mind because that's a lot of stuff that you put in outlets you can't have. And extension cords, they'd have a reset button. So you may be fortunate with plugs, but you can't just put any old thing in plugs. Right here we have a little caddy of snacks that my mother provided because she's so amazing. And I have like a little, I would request to get your bed raised because if you get your bed raised, we have a little modesty curtain, but underneath the modesty curtain, do I lift her? She says lift her. I have my suitcase. Woof. I have my suitcase, my shoes, my bedding, my towels, basically everything that is kind of ugly and we don't want to see. And under here, on my little stoop, I have my refrigerator. Now my refrigerator does open, but because my bed is raised, I can actually open it all the way when I get my bed raised. Now to get your bed raised, you need to call maintenance, and maintenance can take like 2 to 3 weeks to do that. So you might want to get bed risers so you can raise your bed on your own until maintenance comes. But it's a little cutesy way to store your refrigerator. And then that's what's under there. I would raise your bed and then get a curtain so you can store your stuff to make your room look big. I prefer a big room. I like to pace. So yeah, here's my little stoop that I use to get up to your bed. You're gonna need a stoop. No hops and no jumps are gonna get you on that bed, okay? Trust me, I've tried. You need a chair. Underneath, I have extra storage for like feminine products and bags for dance and basically anything you could basically need. Like you could put your Laducas in there. I would request getting a little stoop with a hidey hole because it's very helpful. Over here, I would request also like, you know, you can get a small trash can, but I would get like a tall, skinny one just so you can put a lot of stuff in as if it was a big trash can, but it only takes up the like square footage of a small trash can. What else? Cover your chairs with a rug. Some girl at Ithaca NT also did this and I copied her, so shout out to her. But the chairs are nasty and they have holes in them, so period. I would also request moving your desk and your dresser against the wall to make your room look spacious because the way they set it up don't look spacious. What else do we have? A little laundry basket right here to hold all your laundry. Period. You have a little dresser. You have a little vanity with all of my jewelry and my makeup and my diffuser. Get this, because sometimes the halls smell like nasty, and you're gonna have to spray your room because out in the hall it smells a little stinky out there. And all it takes is 2 squirts, and the whole room is tea. Also, it makes your room feel cleaner. Yeah, I would also request getting one of these. It's just practical, and like, even though it's not iron and it's not cutesy, it matches the room and it gets the job done. Because sometimes you're like so busy setting up like cutesy metal this and cutesy metal that it's like, it doesn't hold anything and you end up just buying more stuff. I would personally, I know these are not, common misconception, these are not attached to the desk. You can take these off. This is literally not attached right now. It's here by a hope and a prayer. You can take these off and put them under your bed as a shoe rack. Some people can put them above. Apparently, okay, one fun fact. Ooh, okay, hey, you can request whether you want a wardrobe or an open closet. If you have an open closet, they can look in that open closet. If you don't want them looking in your open closet, I suggest you order a wardrobe. Also, it makes your stuff look neat and tidy because you can close it away. But okay. Wait, on the outside of my wardrobe, I have my grocery shopping bag. Inside I have my night clothes bag that I specifically take to the bathroom. And then I have a poncho, a flashlight, a rain, umbrella, and then another umbrella. And then just like my keys. And usually if I'm like not going out, I put my ID room key and my ID in like wallet right here. Open her up. How I think to do it best is to get one of these. I have an extra one just in case you want to, but this is like a lifesaver. This is like all of my like lint rollers, things that make your clothes nice, smell nice, and store your clothes. Specifically, all of the hoodies go here. And then because I'm in musical theater, I have all my dance blacks and all of my leotards and all my stuff that I need here. And then over there I have just miscellaneous clothes that didn't fit in the drawers and all of that stuff. And then like comfy sweaters and shoes and socks and things to keep you warm because it's cold. It's cold, it's hilly, and you're high up. It's gonna get freezy. You're gonna get sick. People are sick. Bundle up. Don't bring your summer clothes on literally until it's summer. Because I'm from Florida, and let's just say maybe we should have brought some more long shirts. Here I have like all of like the regular stuff. Now what I would suggest, and works for me, is getting one of these doodads. Basically, it's a hanger that hangs up like this. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can put hangers in each one, and it makes it really flat, and it allows you to have a lot of clothes. But they do hang down lower, so just know that. Because if you're gonna hang down lower, they may brush against stuff that you have on the bottom, like your little knickknacks and your stools and stuff. Now, actually behind here is my safe, and that has like all my personal information. I would suggest hiding it away. That's me. But you also, if you're like living in a single, who's gonna get it? You know, lock your door, you know? Yeah. Up here I have cleaning supplies. I basically have cleaning supplies, extras of like hangers and such, my Laducas, and then bring purses. I would say bring 3 or 4 purses, like going out, a nice purse, like a really nice purse, and like something clear. And then I have like a medicine cabinet right here. I'd rather not take it down, but it's like a medicine cabinet full of like Robitussin, ibuprofen, painkillers, Pepto-Bismol. You got the drift. But that's what's in there. And that is the closet. Now up here is basically the closet, but it's kind of like gray, out of sight, out of mind. This right here is, actually what is it right here? Post-its, sticky cards, things like that. Now I know in here I have all of my socks that I can just easily take down because it's like a pull type deal. Here I have like kitchen supplies, like my Brita diffuse, like my Brita, my tea maker. It's pretty much it. And my cups and plates. And then here I think I have just more cups and plates. Oh, cups and plates and paper plates and like etc. Like kitchen items. What else is going on here? A lot of decor done by my lovely mom. She was the interior designer of the moment. My friend got me like little cups for tea. I would suggest doing that and getting a setup so you don't have to just have miscellaneous cups everywhere, because you can use them for the cups that you buy for your regular setup. And basically just normal teas and stuff. But mostly, like, guys, this is what it's gonna look like if you have a single in Bogart Hall. It's gonna look really small, skinny, and stuff like that, but they have super tall ceilings. Like, I could jump and still not just, I could stand on this stool, still not touch the ceiling, even if I jumped. Super duper high ceilings. It's very spacious. You have enough room for like a big caddy that comes up to your hip, a big thing, like a side table that comes up to your hip, and an extra chair. It does not look crowded if you know how to space out your stuff. I was very worried when I first got like my room set up that my furniture was gonna look clunky and like really mess up the size of my room, but I feel like I can really walk around in here and like move. I don't feel claustrophobic. So yeah, and that's the room.